The year is 2036, and a new generation of geostationary weather satellites called GeoXO is orbiting Earth to keep constant watch over the Western Hemisphere. This new generation is made up of 3 satellites: GeoEast, GeoCenter, and GeoWest. The 3-satellite constellation is measuring, monitoring, and watching events across the United States, all at the same time. Using data from current satellites, we can imagine what this new generation will see. On this particular day, the constellation is using the atmospheric composition and the infrared sounder instruments to monitor air quality. Today, the air quality is particularly poor in the Los Angeles metropolitan area. Health officials use the satellite data to issue an air quality warning, encouraging residents to remain indoors or limit their time outside. The satellites are also informing communities and first responders further north, where thunderstorms are rolling through. The GeoXO sounder is monitoring the region and alerts forecasters to the potential for severe weather. The GeoXO imager is providing near real-time, high-resolution imagery of the storm, and the lightning mapper detects an increase in lightning activity as the storms strengthen. As day turns into night, the storms become stronger with an uptick in lightning in areas packed to the brim with dry vegetation. Concern for the development of wildfires grows. With the help of GeoXO, the National Weather Service and local forecasters warn the public of the storms and alert firefighters to the potential ignition of wildfires. Multiple fires have ignited. The GeoXO imager monitors the size, intensity, and movement of each fire, helping to keep wildland firefighters and nearby communities safe. The smoke produced by these fires is spreading across the U.S., causing the air quality to worsen. The atmospheric composition and imager instruments help to inform vulnerable communities about the thick smoke and poor air quality. While GeoXO is helping fight fires and smoke in the west, another threat is forming in the Gulf of Mexico, just offshore of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Recently, runoff from flooding due to a hurricane stirred up bacteria in the water. The area is also affected by chemical runoff from farther upstream. Using special filters within the GeoXO ocean color sensor, scientists determine what species of algae is blooming and produce models to measure the extent of the bloom. Today, the ocean color sensor detected the potential for the presence of cyanobacteria, the toxic kind of algae. Local officials use this data to issue public beach warnings to prevent people from getting sick. This early warning can also help drinking water utilities take evasive action to keep tap water safe from toxins. After one storm stirred up sediments off the Gulf Coast, another is churning in waters farther south. In the Gulf of Mexico, GeoXO satellites monitor a hurricane headed for southwest Florida. Together, the imager and lightning mapper provide minute-by-minute monitoring of the structure of the storm, lightning activity within the storm, and path the hurricane takes. The sounder further improves the hurricane track and intensity forecast. Sounder data gives insights into the winds and the clear air surrounding the storm, not just near the tops of the clouds. This data helps models and forecasters to predict the future movement of the storm. Along with forecast model information, this prompts officials to issue an evacuation order to residents likely to be affected by the storm. The GeoXO instruments work together to provide near real-time information to forecasters, decision makers, and first responders. From severe weather and hurricane warnings to air quality, wildfires, and marine hazards, GeoXO contributes to the protection of life and property within the United States, all in a day's work.